Sagittarius single friends. I'm David. We're going to do your heart spread here on Tarotmylove at the pool edition. This is for the first half of June, guys. I need to clarify. I'm going to clarify with the Clem Art deck here. So we'll clarify with a full deck. We've already shuffled. We'll put a little energy on them. This is for the first half of June. Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. We're looking at the singles read now, the 4 pillars. I'm sorry. Singles, 4 pillars, spirit. We have a card here. Magician. I got to kind of consider that now. That's the only one. Interesting. Magician. Huh. Make sure there's not any manipulative energy going on. This just reads who's the right one for you. So we shouldn't have any issues with that. Think about the heart spread. With the magician, here's manifestation. So manifestation going on. I don't know, manifestation by you or by them. But this is going to pick up on the one that's right for you, not your next ex-problem, your next ex-wife, ex-husband. And 4 pillars, because we'll look at the emotional, intellectual, the love and sexual energy, and the core values and lifestyle energy, I call it. Okay, so let's see what we have here for Sagittarius. We're going to look at emotionally. They're going to be a Knight of Cups over Queen of Wands. I'm going to pull a full spread on this one. The 4 Swords in their emotional nature. Intellectual, we have 7 of Cups over the 10 of Wands over the Justice card. And let's see here just to make sure we don't lose any. Continue with the sexual energy. Really like that. 10 of Cups. Sexual, this is the love nature too. Either way, that's nice. 10 of Pentacles. 2 tens. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles in the sexual position. I like it. 9 of Wands. Okay, not a bad thing there. Also with this reading, if we get a card like the 3 Swords or something, I'm not trying to channel it. Let's shuffle a bit, get rid of that energy. You know, it's a different kind of read, so we're not looking for toxicity and problems. You're just trying to understand your person. I meet them, get to know them. If you meet them, I want you to, if they jive with what I'm saying, we kind of have an idea that, hey, this is the one that's right for me, you know. So let's look at their core values and lifestyle. The Emperor, hey now. The World, oh my God. Sagittarius, what you, Ace of Wands, what have you done? You know, had that manifestor thing come up, I'm not let go of that. You know, it's was there. Yeah, had to see that reversed magician. Oh, that got reversed, but it did. Um, so if you manifested something, it's like mercy. Where to start here? I kind of want to back into this with their core values and lifestyle, but I'm going to start at the emotional point here. They had an okay childhood, wasn't perfect. They parents might have got divorced in the middle of it or something, but they didn't deal with a lot of childhood trauma and abuse here. So that's good. And there's someone who has a balance, and I look for the moon energy. This is a moon energy, sun and Mercury energy, unconscious here, conscious here. This is a deep unconscious. So they have a wound there. But it's in their deep unconscious, not something that they likely would talk about. Could just be something that they live with, and it isn't much of a focus. Could have been an early loss, of just a divorce or something, or it could even be something like you know, bullying and sibling rivalry in childhood. You know. But I think like there's a mother dominant for them, and so apparently I don't have enough beads. Okay, well, okay, we can do it that way. I'm gonna add more beads. Yeah, the wind's coming over here. So, anybody ever wonders, like, what the hell are all those glass beads? Are they juju? No, they just keep the cards from blowing away. That's all that is. But I like them. Yeah, they're pretty. So yeah, so your person, you made a mother that was influential. I imagine they're still alive. I don't know. With the emperor in the world, they could be an older person, 40s, 50s even, but someone definitely substantial. Kind of want to why back in. Um, the the emperor in the world, someone maybe wealthy, maybe powerful, someone definitely confident, set in their ways. They might remember this is your person not ready for toxicity, but they're going to be pretty opinionated. They're going to have however your lifestyle is going to be. They'll tell you how they what they want. They're going to be kind of firm about it. Uh, so we'll have to see. They might have pretty clear ideas about like how they want to live and stuff. Um, but emotionally, there's a nice balance of the water with the Mars is your night energy. But I look here for your moon energy too, and with the cups and justice and the way they are, I think they're more likely to have an air moon. And Aquarius comes to mind with this Queen of Swords. So that would make them somebody emotionally it's really stable. But they're not an Aquarius that's unable to feel emotions, or they have that rap, and it's not exactly right. Aquarius in the moon it is very stabilizing, and you might more think your emotions. But they have something kind of stabilizing that, and it's going to be in their chart. Like maybe their moon is in Aquarius, but it's in a water house. So it's in the fourth house, or the eighth house, or the 12th house here. And maybe it's trine to a water energy too, somehow. I'm not picking up their sun. They could have a water sun, balancing out, something like that. So I think emotionally it'd be someone that's really even, kind of like, I think they're going to be kind of assertive, basically, but not in a projective way so much. There won't be so much, hey, what do you mean by that, assertive? I think they're going to have just a vibe about them, where it's sort of like they sort of command respect just by showing up, and like just by saying a little bit. I don't know, maybe the way they say it. There's a really famous actor. I was living in Taos, New Mexico, and he went into the Whole Foods, all places, and it was I'm not a starstruck kind of guy, but I just thought it was amazing the way he what everybody knew it was him and was looking right at him, but he had this look on his face. I mean, the way he carried himself and everything. And I know it was some fucking acting shit. Man. He was doing like some acting stuff, and it was just like, go ahead, talk to me. I dare you to say anything to me or ask me for an autograph. And I mean to tell you, man, it's like the seas parted and with like kind of like this, like, but nobody dared say a word. I would anyway. I was expecting somebody, but I kind of watched a little bit, and he went to the store, and nobody said a word to him. And he just had this look on his face, like, don't even think about talking to me, man. You know, God bless him. He probably goes out all the time, but gets mobbed. But it's that kind of energy they have. They don't have to say a whole lot. It just comes to me. I don't know why. This person may train dogs. I like for a hobby on the side. I think they'd be very good at it. The energy they bring, like that Cesar guy. A lot of it's like do this, do that. No, it's his fucking energy, man. He's dominant, and the dogs pick that up. Dogs are very sensitive to that. So we're talking about a dominant person. I mean, the emperor of the world. But again, this is not a bad way. There's not that kind of reading here, Sag. But this is a person who is a strong and dominant, knows her own mind. I don't see them spend a lot of time thinking about, what's it all about and who am I. I think they have a pretty clear sense of that. I think when it comes to speaking with the Seven of Cups in communication areas, they may have trouble, and they even may have tell you a story where they had trouble in early childhood, stuttering or hmm, maybe reading. Maybe they had a hard time learning to read. Maybe they're dyslexic. There's something there. Um, I got a feeling they may tell this story. I don't know, but because they may not know this, but I think when all of this happened, whatever this issue is, it's a learning disability or learning issue that they had, probably in elementary school time frame. It coincided with this problem, which might have been a divorce or something, that caused them this pain. But I think like what it is too, they have a strong mother figure here. Probably going to be prominent in their life, and I bet you if you look at the mom in their chart, there's going to be something with their Aquarius Moon in relation to that mom's chart. That's a positive. Moon on the IC, AC, Moon on Sun, something crazy, Moon on one of the nodes here you might see. It's showing that there's, of course, karmic. Anytime you have a child, right? I mean, it's huge soul family stuff. So, and I don't really see them being too open, like spiritually to stuff. Um, You know what I mean? I'm really going to sock my cards down here, pull out all my crystals and everything. So I think they're kind of more practical minded, and I think we're looking at a Libra Mercury here. So that puts them like Libra or Scorpio or Virgo likely. So likely we're looking at a Virgo Sun, Libra Sun, possibly Scorpio Sun. Don't have a sense yet. Very well could be Libra Sun, but Libra Mercury. Um, this Ten of Wands in the Seven of Cups, I get it that they person they may not talk a lot, and because they could have some strange stuff like maybe they have a hard time listening even, and so they really make an effort, and maybe the way they do that is by not talking themselves and like in their own minds. If you could go in there, it's like they're not thinking about what they're gonna say when you're talking. So you'll have a sense that they're giving you their undivided attention, and they really are, because I think they know that they have to really pay attention to people, or they maybe get lost or something. This could be too a little bit Asperger's, and I don't know people. I'm a little Asperger's. People got these terrible ideas about it. It's not borderline personality disorder. They're just someone that socially they kind of can miss things, social cues and stuff. But they would be aware of this, and that's part of being a Libra Mercury. It's very important to them that everyone gets heard, and that's very important because it's about the other person. With a Libra Mercury, it's about relationships, it's about listening, it's about understanding. There's someone that's going to be a peacemaker, and they might be someone um, that they might tell you a story. If they're married before or whatever, their spouse might have got a little angry at them from time to time, because they're classically going to be this person that they won't necessarily take your side. If you come tell them a story about some asshole at work, they won't do the right thing and say, that bastard, that bitch, I hate them. You know? No, they're going to be like, well, I don't know. If you look at it objectively, maybe you're in the wrong, honey, and maybe you should blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, that could be like that. you know? So, but I think there's someone's going to have really good judgment, and that becomes important because that is important in your whole life. So I get when you have the Emperor in the world and then the Ace of Wands, um, there's someone that can make a quick decision. I think they just basically have good judgment. They probably have their head on tight. They know who they are, what they want, where they come from, and this kind of thing. They don't spend a lot of time second guessing, wondering, am I good enough? Is this with this Ace of Wands? I mean, they gotta do. They have an ability to quickly make up their minds, quickly decide. It could be trading stocks on the floor the way it used to do comes to mind. Um, they're, uh, but there's somebody that likely has a business, has maybe many businesses. They could do something in the international shipping. It could be import export, this kind of thing with the emperor. And I'm not going to make too much of the Aries energy with the emperor because that's not what's going on here. Aquarius Moon, Libra, possibly Virgo, Scorpio, definitely a Libra Mercury. Um, and then we go into their sexual area and their love nature. And boy, I really like this. You know, you got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles next to the Emperor in the world. And I'm going to tell you, talk to me. If this person is there, they have a lot of money and they're going to give you anything you want. And they're going to want to give you anything you want. I mean, they're going to say to you, like, look, it doesn't really matter. It's like, do you need whatever? Because go ahead. I mean, it's not an issue. Money's just not an issue to them. It's like probably to the point where it's, you know, like I know a lot of rich people are cheap, but I don't see that with this person. Not with this Ace of Wands down here at the bottom. Um, um, no. And then with the Nine of Wands, I think they're going to be a very generous lover. I see some kind of fire there, so you'd have to back into like a Leo, right? Or you'd have to go with the Sag, Libra, and then a Sag. Boy, that'd be interesting. It could be a Libra Sun even, you know, with like a Sag Mars. And I'm thinking of Virgo Venus and a Sag Mars. That makes a lot of sense. And the Virgo Venus picking up off of this Ten of Pentacles, it's next to the world. And you know, Virgo Venus, they're gonna main thing they want to do in love is they want to take care of you. You know, that's why it's not. It's really good. It's just how they express their love. You know, their love language is doing something for you, taking care of you. And that might extend to bringing you a cup of coffee. You could have the Emperor bring you a cup of coffee. Here's your soulmate. And with the Ten of Cups, I mean, there's somebody that is all in, like one man, woman, one woman, man. Kind of, they would say in me, love means everything to me. Um, and family means everything to me, you know. It's a little bit conservative person because they're pretty well invested in the status quo, you know, unless they're doing some avant-garde, you know, recycling technology. That's their business. But they're someone fairly conservative. They're part of the status quo. They say what they mean and mean what they say. They're super solid. You know, they're all into love. If they're all into you, they're going to give you everything. And I think sexually, they'd just be a giver. And with the Sag Mars, it's um, pretty open, you know, um, pretty wide open. Like they just like sex, so they're, you know, if you come in, you're like, I want whips and chains. Like, okay, and no, I want this, okay, and pretty easy going about that. But I think when it comes to like your home and your home life, it's probably like they got a home. It's probably like a mansion. It's probably like, of course you're gonna move in there. Honestly, I think that's what I see here. There's not going to be a question, but it's like you're going to be literally like, well, it's yours now. You know, here's garage, three expensive cars, and take whichever one you want. There's keys. Going to be that type of deal here. I think the generosity extends more than just from the bedroom. You know, it's like once you're in their life and they love you, it's like they're going to take care of you. This person. All right, thank you guys. Give me a like if you like that. I appreciate Sag. And this is your singles the first half of June. I do appreciate everybody subscribing. Thank you guys.